Hello students, welcome to the class. I am Yogita. Our subject is CNET, Nursing Education for Nurses, and today we are going to discuss about simulation. Now, this simulation is a new method of teaching in nursing education which help to improve the knowledge, performance skill, obtaining a learning behavior of an individual or adult learner because they are involved in real life situations. Simulation which creating a situation which is very close to the real life situation. The simulation which has got a features that you yourself experience, that you are involved in the real situation. It is a reproduction of a situations. Now the definition of simulation says that a simulation is a appropriate representation of accurate real life situation. That means whatever you do, whatever you practice, you don't feel that you're doing it in a laboratory or you're doing it in your classroom. You feel that you are actually experiencing that situation, the real life situation, which really improves your learning process. Now, definitely we require some stimulators to do the things. Now we'll discuss about the simulators. Now there are mainly three type of simulators: low fidelity, moderate fidelity, and high fidelity. Fidelity means a degree or a level of accuracy. If you see the low fidelity, which is not so close to the reality, it is not so resemble of a realism. That means these models look like what is that, dummy mannequins, plastic mannequins, or model of form. Now here what happened, for example, your IM injection, when you practice in the fundamental lab, what mannequin we are using for that? See, there is no much interaction, there is no much what is that, realism in that model. So this is called low fidelity. Next is moderate fidelity. Such models are very close, like a little more close to the realism. You will feel that it's a real. Like such models may include breath sound, heart sound. See, we can feel that thing. So whenever we teach to the students, even the students can feel that, yeah, it's a real patient. See, such kind of feelings we will develop. It will be little expensive kind of models. Now, the third one is highly fidelity. That means they all are exactly close to the real life situation. They may have heart sound, breath sound, eye movement, chest movements. See, these eye and chest movements all are lacking in the moderate fidelity mannequins. But here we can find everything in computer assisted programming. So whenever we want, based on the capacity of a student, their knowledge level, we can change the program, and based on that same features we can experience with the model. Like mainly with the CPR model, see, everything is working, you feel that yes, you are giving CPR to the real patient. See, this experience we get with the help of high fidelity stimulators. Now next is, what's the use of this simulation? See, simulation is a new art of teaching which will provide you a real life situation experience which improve the thinking and cognitive level of learning and decision making process in individual, which help the individual take a firm decision on time based on their knowledge and experience what they got. It improve the individual confidence level so that they are able to handle the situation. See, these all are the uses. Now when you see this simulation process, the component of simulation, now here we can see the component like, okay, now let us continue the component of simulation. The component of simulation is introduction, role assignment, activity selected, evaluation, and redesign. Introduction, here it is introduced about the concept, topic, what you are going to do. You are selecting the objective learning process. What is that next? Okay, role assignment. Here each individual is assigned with a different role. See, we don't know the level of a student's learner IQ performance level. So based on the level, each student is separately assigned with a different task. And selection of activities. See, we can find different kind of activities, social drama, role play, see, which is more suitable to that situation. Such kind of game you play, yeah, mode we can select. Evaluation is at the end, which help the teacher to evaluate the student process. Redesign is again we are making certain changes based on the requirement, so that from the beginning let them repeat so that they will become more firm in their process what they learn. So these are the important component of simulation. Introduction, role setting or role design, selection of activity, evaluation and redesign. Next, types of simulation. Types: identity simulation, laboratory simulation, computer simulation. Identity simulation, which is close, which we used in a real models, real situations, like which can be used, which can be seen. For example, your pulse oximeter. With the real life patient, we are using a pulse oximeter so that we can understand the patient condition, so that we can find a better nursing care for the patient. Then laboratory simulation. Now here, which is very close to the real life situation, which helps the students to gain a more accurate knowledge and performance. For example, CPR mannequin. See, along with all the features, real patient, how they have the features, same features we can see in the mannequin, and you are practicing with that. See, laboratory simulation. Computer assisted simulation. That means here we are using a system of computer which help us to improve the programs. See, depending on the patient or depending on the student or adult learner condition, we can change or we can set the programs. See, we studied this computer assisted learning in detail, so that can be applied here. How we can set the program. So these are the main three types of simulation. Next is the advantages of simulation. Really, a simulation has a great advantage because it's one of the new method of teaching which really contribute lot towards nursing education, because we nurses are handling the patients, not the machines. We are dealing with the real living human beings, not with any gadgets. So that's the reason the simulation will really give a great contribution towards nursing education. It helps the student to improve their level of knowledge, bring their theory knowledge into practical. It helps to develop confidence when they really face the real life situation. These simulations are very close to the real life situation, so definitely students will improve their thinking, cognitive thinking, and immediate decision making process skills. The simulation which also help to develop the interaction between teacher and student, a student and teacher. A constant interaction will be going on when you are dealing with the simulation. Simulation, it make the teacher to be an active participant in the program, so that students will get a good interest when they are in simulation process. It's comparatively a different way of learning. It's different from that boring classroom lecturing method. Here teacher can give a lecture, teacher can demonstrate, students can observe, students can see and learn. So your learning will be much more better way. So you will remember and you will get a better practice when you are learning with the help of simulations. Then a simulation which also help you to develop a self-confidence, self-understanding. It will help you to understand your capacity, your strength and weakness, how good you are to handle the real life critical situation, because it promotes the critical thinking. So if all these ways a simulation is helping or providing a certain good towards the nursing education. Then the disadvantages. Definitely it's quite expensive. As how I said, high fidelity equipments are very expensive. It requires a great maintenance. You have a mannequin but no one is maintaining that, definitely that will get damaged. Definitely a teacher require a proper background information about the simulation. When teacher doesn't have a knowledge, they cannot teach the students. You need to have a good physical environment. If there is no proper set of physical environment, learning cannot happen. And very expensive, not economic, it is very expensive. You need time consuming to prepare or set that real life situations, and contribution towards that or money wise, like no one can afford. That will be a greatest disadvantages what we are having toward this simulation. Okay, so this is all about a simulation. I hope you understood. You have to write about simulation definition. It is nothing but accurate representation of real life situation. what simulators we are using is low fidelity, moderate fidelity, and high fidelity. The component of simulation is introduction, role assignment, selection of material, a type of game, evaluation, and redesign. Type of simulation is identity simulation, laboratory simulation, computer assisted simulation, and definitely you can write your own. You understood now what is simulation, so definitely you can write about the advantages and disadvantages of simulation. I hope you understood. Please keep watching so that I'll meet you in the next class with a new concept. Thank you.